we should be live now.
What are you streaming on?
YouTube. I'm going to link the channel. Right. To link the channel. Alright, so it is working.
Starfire and Bacon.
Oh, oops.
You want to be Starfire or do you want to be Bacon?
I don't know.
Leech.
How do I even fix this?
Alright, when worst comes to worst, go to my backup.
Alright. I don't know how to fix it. Right, I probably cannot fix the description, so we'll have to make do with it. Chat bubble. Right. Alright, I guess we're on set.
If only we could find a game.
Wow. Alright, so while we're waiting to start, we can talk about this game or something.
Alright.
Alright, so it's South 3 and everyone apparently has really good hands. Oh, okay, alright.
Let's see. Give me a game. Asking one of the people in my club over here to their last game. They are I believe, 5th Dan or 4th Dan on
Nice.
I know right now.
Ooh. Right, so... Oh, okay. That was interesting.
Whenever you view games, do you view them with everyone's hand open or everyone's hands closed?
Depends. Like, if it's my game, yeah, usually close. If it's somebody else's game, it's probably going to be open.
Alright. Post this in.
Alright.
Do that in the chat?
Yes. I'm going to.
Do that.
Alright. I want to see how this hand ends first. Like, ooh. Ouch.
Riichi.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Here's a link to the YouTube.
Right.
Also, when we do the review streams, can we do it with other hands closed so that we can just like go over there and look at their play as opposed to
Sure, why not? Sure, alright. Okay, so I'm going to switch now. Post loading. Okay. Oh, damn. Alright. Give me a second. it should be working now, I think.
There it is.
Alright.
And this looks like it is in Jokyu.
Yep, alright. I'm going to test some stuff. Alright. Right, so it's about time now, so I'm going to notify. Can you do the other channel?
Alright, let's do it. Can you close all, or can you hide all the hands?
Yes.
And turn off Machi Pipe?
Oh, right.
That'll work.
Alright. Alright.
Let's begin.
Let's begin. So, we need to introduce ourselves. Okay, so for today's video review, I am WhITelion, and commentating with me today would be Dasuke.
Hey everyone.
Alright, so should we dive in?
Alright. So we have a game which is Jokyu Hanchan.
Yeah.
Fourth Dan playing against 3 first Dan. So, how do you want to do this?
Well, we should pause at points of interest. Usually I do it like that, so yeah.
G.
Okay,
Next
so,
hand, 3 Dora.
yeah. So how should we proceed from this point?
Either 2 mon or 8 so are both completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
In this case right here, Toyman looks like they're going for, well, they dropped the Dora, so they probably don't want anything new.
Yeah.
They do have double tone, but you would technically want to keep the saber tile between the two. Though for both 2 mon and also 8 so, they're both relatively the same.
Yeah.
Since you can see the same amount of like 3 Manzu as well as 7 so.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Dora 9 man here?
The 9 mon?
Yeah.
Keep
Can
that
we?
around.
Yeah.
It's the Dora tile.
Yeah, but
Well, so
yeah,
keeping around the
it's
6 and the 9 mon right there is really good, because then if you get the 7 mon, then you can wait on a double side wait with the 2 Dora and Riichi.
yeah. Right. So our player discard 8 soul here and draw and 7 pin, improving greatly.
One something.
G.
Oh,
Since a
6
G
and drops a 6.
Drop
So
a
they're now
6.
open for a 7/7. I'm sorry, that goes over. Wait, does it?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. So 7/7 hand.
Yep.
It goes over at Sumo though.
Yeah.
And they're probably not going to stop for anything with this, even if it's against the Riichi. That's far more than enough to push.
Yeah.
Also, what happens?
Right. Point of interest here.
Oh?
Do you want to take the hell weight?
Hell weight? Why would you take the hell weight? Do I want to take the hell weight or the Dora Tongue? Hard choice.
Yeah. It was a pretty fun backfire, but yeah.
You got it! Darn it! The hell weight was the right choice after all. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you think about this?
I wonder. So, like, the 1 mon does seem pretty good, because from his point of view, you can see a wall of the 2 Manzu. So
Yeah.
winning rate-wise, I do think it's probably really high. Though, that being said, dropping 5 Sozu, especially against the double tone dealer, and
Yeah.
also it's the red
Dora.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the red 5 is like a worse weight, but I still think keeping it at this point in the game, especially this late,
Yeah.
is pretty worth it. So looking at the board, Kamicha looks like they're doing something.
Something.
I think they disconnected. And then, yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like they're necessarily in Tempai quite yet, especially for colored similes. They definitely could be, but yeah.
Do we want to risk it though?
5-so at this point? Nah, I don't think so. Especially since Tumon does have a wall. It is quite possible that someone is holding out on to an Onko or a pair of it at this time, especially since we haven't seen any.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, I still like 1 Mon over the 7-so, because even if you do keep the 1 Monzu, then the hand value is going to be dropping down to a 3,900 point hand, which even against the dealer open right there isn't going to be enough to push.
Definitely.
Hit 1 door, it's already going to be 5,800 points. At least keeping the 7-7, you have something to go with.
Alright.
In my opinion. So they pawn there, so now dealer definitely has a...
Yeah.
Definitely has a 5,800 point hand. So, what do? So they drop the 8 Monzu, 2 Mon is a wall, 5 Monzu doesn't seem that bad, 6 has how many out? 1, 2, 3 out? And then 3 also has that many out. Yeah, probably still the 5 Monzu. I don't think it's as dangerous right now.
Maybe, I think. Yeah, it's maybe not that dangerous, but we cannot see the other 5 Manzu.
That is correct, but around here, so the big thing is dealer, because dealer's kind of the big red flag right now. Kamicha also looks like they're up to something, and they do look like they're also pushing. Or actually, a little Nakasuchi, Kumanzu. I think they're still in game, but yeah. So Kamicha doesn't look as bad as the Tournament dealer. Tournament dealer, whether they're waiting on the 1 or whether they're waiting on the 5, I think they'd probably be more likely to wait on the 1 if they have it, but I don't think they have either of them. The main reason is because of that 8 Monzu and that 3 Monzu. So in the case that they did have, let's say, I don't know, like a 3-5-5 shape, you know that they weren't in Tempai because they just pawned just a little bit ago the 5 Sozu. And so if they were to, let's say, have, I don't know, so they only have 4 tiles in their hands, and so in other words, going back a couple more turns, they would have to had a 3-5-5 Monzu, along with a 5-5 Sozu, and then something connected to that 5 Sozu. From that shape, you normally wouldn't throw 4 Monzu, especially with a lot of pairs. And so I probably do not think that they're waiting on the 5.
Right, so here's my take on this. So if we consider that he called pawn on the 5 Sozu and discarded 5 pin, and we can see 3 5 pin already out, counting the one he discarded. The 5 pin cannot come from a 5-5-5 and something shape. He did not discard that from a chiplet, so it's very likely that his weight is around the 5 pin.
So probably maybe like a Ryankan shape?
Yeah.
6 Sozu, 5-1, 6 Sozu,
Riichi, right.
Sha, Genbutsu, Ipin, so fast.
Oh,
there it is.
really?
Alright, so stop, and let's look at the hands. Specifically, Toyman.
Oh, right, I forgot they shape.
So they did have that right there.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Oh, wait a minute. And why did he... Oh, okay. Alright.
Call that.
Oh. So that's what it is. That's what Shimocha has been doing.
Dang it, Shimocha.
Riichi. Right.
Yeah.
He's going for Junchan.
Alright. So, oops. Alright. We are moving on now.
East 2, South Seat. Door is 6 Manzu. Starting off, so you got 4 Yakuha tiles and then a door tile right there. So normally you're going to build the 9 Manzu here.
Yep.
Alright, so 1 Chun is out, and so that instantly becomes weaker than the other things. So
Yeah.
probably Chun at this point. Q-Pin, 1 Pin, non.
Oh.
Rion Pin.
That's
Back, Rion Pin. So for this Rion Pin, so if you're looking at the shapes of your hand, if you just viewed it before this draw, then you have the 5, 6, or 7, which become 1. You have the 5 pins in a row, which can form 2, so that's 3 shapes. You have the 1 and 2 Manzu, which can form 1, and then if you include this, like, force in the Dora, then that would be 5 blocks right there. But at this point, I still think it's probably better to actually throw out, most likely East, over that 2 Penzu, just because if you do have locking in a 5 in a row shape is not bad at all in most cases, but because that your blocks are not ideal here, especially with like the case of the 1 and 2, and an easy move to Tanyao, I think that keeping the 2 in that shape definitely has a lot more value than a Honitsu, in my opinion at least.
alright. So locking in the 1/7.
Called right there. Toyman has at least a 2,000 point hand now. 1 pin shot. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
3 Manzu. So at this point, probably going to be throwing the honor tiles.
Yeah.
In regards to the honor tiles, I kind of like these.
Yeah.
First normally. 5 Sakigi.
Huh. What do you think about 5 though?
Let's see. So you, if you're just looking at the blocks, aiming for Pinfu, and so you have like the 5 in a row right there.
Yeah.
3. The 1, 2, 3 like already like put into place, and then you have 7, 8, which is really nice. But they don't have their pair yet, and so that 5 is kind of nice. If
Yeah.
they do get a 6, then they could get the double side weight, or even just keeping the 5 itself. If they get a red 5, then they would most definitely take that as their pair. And so at this point in the game, I don't think the danger level out there is that big. Toyman does look like they have something going on, which potentially could be in a rare case fight this time, but I don't think it's enough to worry that you should Sakigi this early. Whenever it gets into the mid game, though, that's the point where you're gonna have to like start slimming down your hand because you know that people are getting closer and closer to Tenpai. But especially in the first row, I don't think. I think throwing that away this early is a bit of a waste.
Yeah. And a bit, I want to argue for the honor tiles a bit. So what if we draw a second East or Haku here? After this gets 5, so I think we can still open our hands. That's a possible argument for discarding the 5, but it's probably not solid.
Well, the big problem with that, though, is that looking at the shapes in your hand right now, you have the 5 in a row shape, you have 7, 8 Ryanmen, and then you have the 1, 2, 3 Mensu over there. And so that already forms 4 blocks right there. Assuming that you're going to be drawing another East or another Haku, you could potentially call and pawn that and change it from your pair to a triplet. But if you do that, then you're, it's basically going to be 1,000 point hand, unless you can drop another block and fit 6 mons in your hand. And even if you do that, the only option that you have for forming a pair nicely is dropping the 5 in a row shape and taking the 3 and the 6.
Yeah.
The 5 because you already dropped the 2.
Yeah.
So I think going gun-ho for Pinfu right here, especially with these mountain shapes, is pretty common.
Yeah.
And that.
Very good draw. Discarding the 3 first.
Sadness.
Go.
Oh.
He knew. Alright, so 3 right there. And 2,000 point hand.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to skip forward. Alright.
Okay.
So it's 3. Dora is 3 man. And we are the dealer, and we start with a pair of Yakuhai. Very good.
A pair of Yakuhai, 3 Dionmen, and a Penchan.
Yeah.
And one of your Ryanmen can also take in a 3 mon Dora.
Yeah. Discarding the honor ties first. Very standard.
Oh, nice.
Oh. What do you think about locking in?
Actually,
Yeah.
I think that's not that bad actually, because
Yeah.
shapes. So you're most definitely not going to be throwing out East and also Tune. East alone is going to give you 2,900 point hand. If you go on Tune, that's 5,800 point hand. Considering that, look at the amount of shapes that you have left. So if you keep those two around, you have 2 blocks. Then you have 3 other Diamond you can use. Yes, the only loss that you kind of lose here is you might lose, the potential of like getting a red 5, but that could still technically be connected to the 7-8 if you draw 6. But the big thing that you're doing here, keeping the Haku, is now you have the potential of also switching over to a Honitsu in the case that you do draw another Haku. So there is a lot of potential here. Though if you draw another Haku, you're probably going to recover the fastest hand anyway, even without it, just because you have East,
Haku, Chun, that's already manga.
You also have a potential Dora, so that alone would be 11-6 if you get all those in your hand.
What do you think about dropping the 8-9 pin bluff here?
I actually like dropping the 4 over that, because what is the best thing that can happen if you get keep the 4 around? The best thing that can happen is a single tile draw for the red 5, and basically you're just gaining another Beyondman, and you throw out probably another one, which would be in this case probably the 7 and 8 Sozu. Now if you compare that to the best case by keeping the 8-9, which is ahead of time drawing a 7, which completes one of your shapes, and then you would throw out the 7 and 8, and at that point, not only do you have instantly one of your shapes completed, but you also have the chance of switching over really easily to get a Honitsu, or even like, let's see, yeah, or even a Honitsu, Double Tone, Chun, Chanta for an 18,000 point hand.
True. Right. Oh.
Nice! Okay, now this point...
And now he drops the 8-9 pin bluff.
Yeah.
Pawn. Chi. Tenpai.
Senpai, but if East comes out, most definitely going to take it, because the
value increase is a lot.
It's 3,900 points versus the 11.6, so even if your weight does go down some, the amount of points definitely overcomes it.
And that's an East.
Throws the 7.
Interesting.
Out. And so comparing that, 7 is slightly more likely of being held by other people.
Right, so
probably don't care that much at this point. 7 or 8, huh?
We have another choice, the Haku.
Oh, that is a let's see. So if you do get rid of the Haku though, that's going to be 7,700 point hand. So if you have a 7,700 point hand on a 2-sided weight with 7 tiles compared to a Tanki for a 12,000 point hand, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Haku is actually really good here.
Yeah. And our player goes with the SO weight. And the 7 comes out right away. Too bad.
Yeah, I do like the Haku actually. That's really nice, because a 1-tile 12,000 point hand less than a 2-tile weight 7,700 point hands, especially if you're playing for EV points. The highest estimated value from points.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the Haku is really nice there.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's also very safe.
Yeah, very safe.
Alright.
Alright.
So
The 4.
he's 4 and Fedora is North. But we do not have any.
Alright, you start off with 1. Get rid of that Shaman. That. Wow, nice progression.
Interesting.
Right, so, of their hand right now, what do they got? So they got 1, 2, 3, about 4. Yeah. So this is one of those cases where it's like, alright, do you Sakigiri and keep a, safer style, or do you just kind of go like full on? So if you go full on here, and let's say you throw out,
Hasu?
like the Hatsu, then you could potentially, get the 8, or even, get like a 7, to upgrade one of your shapes into a Dianmin. But keeping the Hatsu itself isn't that bad, especially since you have, let's say, the 3-5-5. And so if you do get the Hatsu and you end up with the Shaba weight on a Yakuai tile has the same win rate as a double-sided weight. But of course, the Hatsu is a bit different, or is a bit difficult.
However, we have a third option, the 9 pin.
The The 9 pin, yeah. The only problem with the 9 pin right now is that if you're looking at the blocks that you have in this hand, a 6 does move you forward and give you that 5th block, because then you would have the 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, and the 9 forms your pair. And then you have the 3, 5, 5, 9, 9 to work with. So that one does give you an extra block right there, but how much are you losing from these individually? So
we can, if we draw the 6 pin, we can fix this into, by discarding the 3 pin, we can fix the shape into 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a really good block.
yeah, pretty nice shape.
I don't think we are losing much by discarding the 9 pin. Definitely not that much. I mean, the epical chance is there, but
well, the biggest thing with the 9 pin, I guess, is that, let's see, if we're looking at this like a straight, well, the 9 pin's technically one not one uke, but one shanten down, isn't it? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this hand is technically a 2 shanten hand. If you get rid of the 9 though, then it's going to become is it still? Yeah,
still 2 shanten.
It's still 2, because you're confirming the 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 isn't bad either.
What about the 4th option of discarding the 1-2 man block?
I don't like that option.
Yeah.
Just because you already have a door in your hand. Your shapes aren't that great. You do have a Diamond over there, and then the 7, 8 can be potentially used if you want it to. With an additional 6, 3, 5, 5, better than whatever. The 1, 2 is pretty bad as far as shapes are concerned, but it's still better than like a lone. A 1, 2, for instance, will always be a lone 8.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you know, it's around the 8 is around the door, or you have other factors like Sanshoku.
So, what will be the conclusion here? I'm still vouching for a 9 pin discard, and there's not too many downsides.
Yeah, usually in this case, whenever I see like Adora and also potential for an easy upgrade to Pinfu, I usually lean more towards the Hatsu side.
Alright.
But I don't think 8mon or 9 pin are that bad.
Yeah.
Upgrades to a Kanchan right there, drop to the 8 pin. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Alright, now Kutsuki time. Kutsuki senpai.
Right.
7 because they have the 8 or
Yep.
better.
Oh.
Can't keep that. And whoa, where'd that come from? That's cheap though.
So, we are moving to sub 1 with a 3 Soldora.
And we are the West Wind.
Going for Homisu, right at the start. Pawn. Chi. So, yeah.
One of the good points about being in Jokyu is that in Tokujo you'll have some Shibori.
Oh.
In Jokyu you will literally not see it at all.
So, I just want to talk about how calling this much can really affect your defense potential. We literally cannot defend this sand anymore. And there's a reach. Ooh, Homisu Chanta.
Actually, wait, go back a little. So, I don't think it makes that much difference here, but if this was in like Tokujo or something, for this, would you actually want to drop the 4, or would you want to drop, let's say, the Hatsu? So the Hatsu is slightly more dangerous. It
is, but if we are waiting on the 4, we can technically wait for a safe 4 to come out.
And that is one of the nicer things, especially if you look at their discards. They have 9 8mon, 1 1, 7 9 pin, and 8 so. So most of their stuff is out on the outside, which people tend to stray away from. and then a lot of his hands move more inwards towards the red Dora. That being the case, a 4 Sozu does seem like a potential safe tile that could come out. Though I think in this case, where we're playing in Jokyu, then yeah. Though if this is in Ippon, I wonder. Or not Ippon. If this was in like a higher room where people are like strictly defending on that stuff.
Yeah. The 4 cell is still a very, very solid discard though.
Yeah, 4 so isn't bad, and even if you do drop the 4 so, I think the Hatsu still has the potential of coming out, but I think it's slightly less than the 4 so, just strictly speaking for those two.
Yeah.
Just because it's still a dangerous tile for this very apparent open Honitsu.
Go.
Though the 4 so drop could be viewed as a tile that is like, oh look, they're folding.
Yeah. Right. So there it is.
Goodbye, Hatsu.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright.
1.
South 1.
9 Sozu. Hey look, they dropped it. Oh.
We do start with a pair of South. This can be a really quick win.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It's so sad that 2 of the door are dead.
Wait. Alright, here it is. Turning point. Will you call on the South?
I think you should probably call on the South on this one.
Why?
In regards to open hand, so in regards to an open hand, the big things that you're looking at is either going to be value, speed, and then also the defensive potential, especially if you go along the route of speed. So even if you do try to open up this hand and end the round rather quickly before some of the later Riichis come out, one, there's not that many Dora out there, so probably Riichis are going to be cheap either way. 2, you have an Onko of the north, so you basically have a defensive wall that you can use if, like, dealer Riichis next turn. And 3, even if you do stay close with this, there is one more south, but the chances that you're going to be drawing that are pretty dismal. And so, if you don't draw it, then you're either going to be left waiting on, like, say, a Shaba with that. More likely, that's going to become your pair. And then you're just going to have like Riichi Nomi, unless you can get one of the 2 remaining 8s or 1 remaining 9 Sozu. And then, yeah. So if we're comparing just like the EV value of this hand, seeing as how far it is away from Tenpai and the actual amount of door tiles that it can take, I still think it's better to call. Even if you do call, you can still raise the value of this hand, because if you draw a red 5 Manzu, a red 5 Pinzu, or a red 5 Sozu, you can use all of those in this hand.
True. Right, so the player does not go on and continue pushing onward, keeping Dora, which is pretty much dead now.
Yep, completely dead. Alright.
Discarding Dora. And there's a reach.
Alright, so at this point it's like, well, you don't have much to fight with, and so you really can't fight. But Hatsu is a one shown Dora tile, or is a one shown honor tile, so at this point you could probably risk that. Because if you do have to draw like a red 5 Sozu, you can still push up this hand, so I think it's worth going for Hatsu with this.
And he goes for Hatsu.
7, 3,
oh, sticky Ron.
1000,
Shanshoku.
Got him.
Alright, Sauchu. And we start with a pair of double South. Interesting choice. Discarding a bad block early, keeping save on ties.
That is a very interesting choice. I'm guessing they're trying to aim for the Honitsu.
Could be.
So at this point... Oh, what? Wait, go back to the 8th end.
Alright.
Would you call that?
Oh, here it is. Oh, this is pretty hard. I mean, we are still a little bit too far away from Homitsu, and we have to discard a really good 2-3 soul block there.
The pair can be hard to get, I think, but it's really flexible. Because if you draw, let's say, a 3, another 4, a 7, or like even another 8, or even the 9, which is going to be walled off by the 8s soon enough, the pair for a Honito hand I think is really flexible, especially in the case where you have a guaranteed 8,000 point hand if you're able to go and get the point of the south right here. Not to mention, you also have the 7-7 Penzu, which normally isn't that easy to get, but if you do have a pawn of the 9 Penzu, it becomes a lot less usable, because that basically, of the 8 Penzu, because that just cuts off an entire, basically, side that the 7 pin can actually be used. That being the case, I kind of like calling here.
Say, what if we call the 8 Penzu and discard the west? So we'll still be
the west. Yeah, I don't. Well, over the west, wouldn't you want to call? Drop the Hatsu.
Maybe.
Because there's one Hatsu out.
Yeah.
And there's 3 west out. Not to mention, west is one of the first things that east and north would usually throw, especially over like let's say 9s or 2s or 5s. And so most likely east and north at this point do not have a west, unless it's one of the rare cases where they have a pair of it or an encore of it. But that being the case, probably I would think Hatsu drop if you're wanting to pair up that, have the potential of pairing up that.
Yeah.
And if you do want to, you can switch to a faster hand.
Yeah. Oh, that's a chi. Okay.
That's kind of interesting, actually. So you have the 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8 shape, which if you do pawn could be used as
a pair.
Yeah, right there. But yeah, that is another option that you can use. It's technically a 3, 6, 9 shape with an additional 3, 9 shape in it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And there's the red 5 pin. So does not take it.
Well, I guess you already have a Mongon at this point. If you do take the red 5 pin, you're going to be left over with 7, 8, a floating 4, and the rest of your hands.
Yeah.
Would you take that?
That's a little bit bad, but I'd take it.
I still want to take it too, because, well, actually, yeah.
We are already overcommitted to the Homitsu, so.
Not to mention, the only other thing you have right here is the 2 Sozu.
Yeah.
Seeing the rest of this game, you already know that your opponents aren't going to Shibori you. And also, if you're looking at what East is doing right now, that's either Junchan or Hokushi.
Yeah. Right. Ooh, there are also 4. There's a pawn and discard the west. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's 2 west out at this point.
East.
It's the last east. Drop that.
Yep.
Alright. If he's going for Hokushi, which he might have actually, he just dropped the 1.
Yeah.
It's dead now.
Oh, Riichi Pasu.
Riichi Ipatsu.
Dora.
1 Dora. 5,200.
Yeah, I guess there's not much to talk about here.
But what about like dealer sick Kokushi?
We have to check that. Then do we?
Yeah, how many times did they start with? Wait, what? Okay, it's not Kokushi.
Huh? Wait, what? Why? Oh! Oh my! Chitoisu!
They believe in the team.
But why the red 5 pin?
I have no idea.
Oh! Oh! Okay.
Huh.
That was interesting.
Welcome to JoQ, where don't try reading other people because they can't even read themselves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, oops.
cell 3.
Right, cell 3.
Dealer. Dora is the 7 Manzu.
So we start off with a decent hand. No, nothing really visible inside, but we have good blocks.
Whoa, nice draw.
Yep. Oh, discarding the 7 pin, locking in the 369 shape. Not sure. I mean, we do have the potential to draw 2 Yakuhai dice, but it's probably not worth it.
So one interesting thing he's doing here, which he started from the very beginning, is, or actually, he's, oh wait, never mind, he's not. Yeah, he really likes locking in the long shapes, but I don't know. Like, looking at the other potential shapes in this hand, you do have the pair. If you have that 5 in a row, then that's going to be 2 right there, so 3 blocks. And then you have the 2, 3, 3, 5, which is either going to be 1 block or kind of like a bad 2 blocks. That being the case, I don't know. I really kind of like keeping the 7 Penzu in those types of shapes, because then you can also view that shape right there as a 4, 5, 6, 7 with an additional shape. So it's really also easy to build another block with that if you get like a 3, 6, or a 9.
True. But, well, so what if we view this as... What about the potential for calling the Yakuhai?
So the potential for Yakuhai is dismal. You have a lot better chances, I think, going for Tanyao than you do with the Yakuhai, if you really did want to open up this hand as fast as humanly possible. Especially since, like, you know, the Dora is the 7 Manzu, but at this point, 2 of the 6s are gone. So I still think, rather than keeping Yakuhai, 7 Manzu is pretty nice. Like, keeping Yakuhai is pretty good for 2 things. The first thing is if you absolutely have no value whatsoever in your hands and you're trying to find some. The second thing is if you're doing it over some tiles which can have some pretty bad shapes, namely 9 Sozu, or like in this case like 9 Sozu and 1 Sozu, or any 1 and 9 that's basically left alone without any chance of a good complex shape. But aside from that, and the final thing is that they can be used for potential safe tiles later on, especially with Otakaze, or guest wins.
Yeah. Still though,
7, I don't. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Locking in a
really good shape.
Locking in that shape is a common practice.
Yeah.
But only locking in that shape whenever you have other competing shapes against it is a common practice. In other words,
we should only lock in this shape when the rest of our hand is good. Yeah.
Exactly. In this case right here, where you have, you don't have your full amount of blocks yet. You don't know what your pair is going to be. You don't know necessarily how this hand is going to be turning out. Keeping a honor tile over that 7, 7, 8, or 7, 7, 8 connected to that 5 shape is kind of bad because you're losing more things than you would be gaining from even if you did get lucky and you drew like that south or that tune right there.
Yeah, right. So, moving on.
Kami or Shimacho looks scary.
Wait a minute. Eight pin, 7 pin, Chi, 6 pin. That's a little bit weird.
Wait, what? So in other words, they had a
6, 6, 8, 8.
Yeah, 6. What? Okay, that's interesting. Don't try to read one downs.
Yep.
I mean, some one downs will be like, you know, people that are raising up their accounts. Other one downs are going to be one downs.
Connected to south.
Riichi.
Oh, Riichi.
cheat. Okay.
I think we have run out of things to talk about this particular hand.
Riichi. No.
The Riichi's nice. Oh,
Yeah, nice. I just want to see what happened. What could have possibly happened?
So they had a 6-6.
Oh.
Oh, so the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, go back to where they had the first 8. So they did have a 6-6-8 right there. And then over that, they kept that. Yeah.
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 Acceptable.
Yeah. I don't know about calling with that 7-8 though, while having that 7-8 in that hand, especially since
It's good enough. I mean, the knight's already out.
Well, I mean, it's South 3. They have this hand which can easily become a fighting hand.
Yeah.
Central Sun, Shoku, Tanyao, Pinfu. And you're calling it to confirm a
Last.
hand. Yeah. But that's, yeah. To be expected.
Oh well. Turning off the hand. So 3, 1 Humba. And
Okay, it's not them.
we start with a... Huh, that's weird. Go
8
back.
so locking in the...
Yeah.
So in, this is kind of one of the things that you'll see a lot, especially in like Showa style stuff, is that like people will tend to like lock in really good shapes. So kind of like how he's been doing with that 3 in a row shape. Or another thing is like if you have like a 7-8-8 starting off, throwing out the 8, and so that you're basically setting up an early Matagi Tsuji trap.
Yeah.
Doing that in a room where no one reads though, makes sense. But looking at this hand though, they do have 5 blocks already. And
Yeah.
if they can switch over their pair, then they can also make this pretty easily into a Junshan or Chanta hand.
That is true.
So
So...
dropping 8 right there isn't.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay.
Kyushu Kyuhai.
So, let's go back to the 8.
And plus, if you're looking at the rest of their hand, it doesn't have that much value. So,
yeah.
one case that you'd want to keep the 8 is if you have other value in your hand. Because if you have a 7-8-8 shape, even if it's only a little, it does increase the uke-ere. And that's really, really big, especially if you have, like, Dora in your hand, because you want to try to get into that Tenpai as fast as humanly possible to declare reach. Though, in the cases that you don't have any value, and keeping other things can actually give you that value that's needed for your hand, which otherwise would just be, like, you know, Riichi Nomi on a bad shape, which you definitely don't want, locking in those good shapes is not that bad at all. In this particular case, I don't think dropping 8 is that bad, because even if you do draw the 8 or you draw 4, you're not going to be happy with that, because it's going to be ending up most likely a Riichi Nomi on either a Kanchan or a Penshan weight.
Yeah. Alright. I guess it's not that bad. And Kyushu Kyuhai, so we'll move on.
Welcome to South 3 again. This time, ooh, nice. 2-door starting hand. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 potential blocks right here.
And some level ties. I mean, the 9 pin stands out a lot.
Yeah, 9 pin stands out a lot. 8 so is also kind of iffy-ish.
Yeah.
But it can still turn into a 4 in a row shape.
Okay, so turning point. Turning point, I guess. It's so.
Nice draw.
Yeah. What do you think about actually discarding the 1-2 soul here?
No. You have 2 Dora right here, and so you want like the quickest hand possible. Your dealer as well, so it's going to be 7,700 point hand. Match, at least. Even if you have bad shapes, then that doesn't matter, because a 1 and a 2 is still going to be better than like a 3, or it's still going to be better than a 3, a 5, or whatever. Even like really early on, the only case that you're going to be wanting to drop the 1 and the 2 is, for instance, in the case where you have, let's say, 6 blocks, and then rather than keeping all 6 blocks, you would want to get rid of one of your weaker shapes to keep a strong floating tile. But whenever you don't have 6 blocks yet, in other words, when you're still trying, when you have just enough blocks, or you're still building up blocks, you don't want to get rid of those potential ones and twos, because even though they're like, oh, it's not as good as the double side weight, you know, there's still a one draw and boom, it's complete.
Yeah. Oh, 3 man.
Huh. I'm guessing because the ones come out?
Probably.
Riichi.
But even then.
Yeah.
Oh, and Riichi.
Oh.
Alright, so at this point it's like, well, now what? The hand is still 2 shanten away, and you can't really fight that much, but you also don't want to go Vitality either. Though you are in first place, and so it's not that bad if you want to deal in.
So, the first obvious discard would be Forcel, since it already passed.
Forcel?
That's the obvious discard. I mean,
Really?
we can see it. We can see that it's safe.
Oh yeah, but like,
Yeah.
feel like this. So what are the tiles in your hand that are very reasonably safe? And if you do,
Definitely.
get the draws that you want, is there a path that this hand could potentially get to a point that it can fight another person's hand? So right here we do have 2 Dora, but you have some pretty bad shapes going along with that, and so it's going to be kind of hard to build those up. That being said, by dropping the 4 Sozu, you're going to be basically breaking off one of your crux points,
Yep.
and that's going to basically be sealing off any potential that you have of continuing this hand later on.
Yeah.
So,
With that in mind, we turn towards the wing ties.
well, yeah, because one of them is a one. Well, both of them are a wind tile that you can see 2 of. The east, the west is there,
As a
Wing.
pair, yeah.
and the north is an otakazi for them. So in other words,
The north.
pretty nice.
Oh,
Manzu.
Juma.
So
What
at
do
this
we
point,
do
it's like,
now?
alright, you can either go down the 4 Sozu road, or you can go down
The west.
But,
Yeah.
at this point, it's like, okay, that's also their winning tile. And so, or not winning tile, I'm sorry, their win tile. It's actually their winning tile. But if you do throw that, then they're at least going to be guaranteed to have a Riichi and potentially their own win for 2,600 point hand, which isn't that bad, but of course,
Yeah.
Dora can bump that up. And also, with this too, you have a lot of tiles in your hand that you're not going to be able to drop. You don't want to drop Haku because it's still a Shonpai Yaku High.
Yep.
You don't want to drop like 6 Pinzu, 6 Manzu, anything around the Dora, which is 9 Manzu and 8 Manzu. And then, while 1 Sozu is kind of okay.
Yeah, kinda.
One Sozu
It's
is
actually good.
Okay. Yeah, because it's really hard to set up a Suji trap for a Tonki this early, purposely at least. And so, probably either the 1 Sozu or the Sha.
I'd go with the... probably the west. I pin, save. Okay, west. 1 Sodu. 2
Yay,
already
2.
passed.
5.
Hard point.
Bruh. But
Now, what do we do?
either 1 Pinzu or 4 Sozu. 1 Pinzu is still a
Live,
Shanghai.
yeah. Live die.
Let's see.
Or even worse, the red 5.
The red 5. Well, at least for the 4 Sozu, you can still draw another 4 Sozu
Yeah.
or 7 Sozu later on if you do get lucky and happen to get a path towards Senpai.
That's very slim though. That's like a very narrow path. We can
Well,
do
no.
yeah.
Or as in a path as in, like next turn, like, you know, they could sumo get, they could drop a, like, Haku, and like next turn they could drop, like, a 6.
Yeah.
And so just like a way to kind of like loop around to potentially go for Tenpai safely.
That's
before
a
you hit your Ryuko.
very, very long loop.
Very long loop, but
Yeah.
you still want to like keep that slim potential. But you don't want to go out too far on a limb because there's no point in risking dealing into potential dangerous hand for no worth. If you push something and you deal in, then that's fine as long as you're pushing something you know, that was worth it. For instance, like if 2 people are in reach and then 1 person in reach deals into the other, whatever. Because doing that reach in the first place is going to be giving you most of the time a higher EV, and so even if you deal in, you don't care about that. But what you should care about is if you're 2 Shanten or 3 Shanten with, like, you know, bad shape, you know, far off hand, and you slightly push something that you probably shouldn't be pushing a deal in, that's going to be a lot worse than, you know, pushing a reach against a reach.
Yeah. So with that in mind, what should we do?
I'd probably...
4.
Yeah,
I play 4. See, 1 pin pass, so 1 pin.
No.
Another hard spot, but I'll go with a red 5.
Oh, 8 pin safe.
Ah, yeah. 8 pin. Ooh, red 5.
Red 5. 6 is not this easy. But
Nice out. 3 pin. Okay. That's also okay. Each already passed. 3 pin. That's it.
3 Tenpai. Waiting on 9 and 6, which they had a lot of.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, and Horas. Alright, so in this Horas situation, what do we got? So, first place right
first
now.
place by 49.
So as long as we don't deal in,
We are probably going to secure second.
yeah, first or second, so that's not bad. Looking at this hand, so in this case right here, where you really don't want to deal in, because the game is pretty close, aside from dealer. Well, yeah, dealer is actually really far away.
Yeah.
So the worst case is dealer winning. But even if you do get run by first place or second place or third place, you could still potentially fall into third because it's relatively close within a mahjong at least. So that being the case, playing 13 tile mahjong here, I'm sorry, 12 tile mahjong here is not that bad of an idea.
Probably.
Just, keeping or just playing like normal with 12 tiles, and then keeping 1 tile that's a safe tile out of everything that you won't actually use until you cross that gap between 1 Shanten and Tenpai.
But we still, if possible, really want to win this hand to scale first place.
Yep, if possible.
And it's looking to be a very long if. Keeping the Yaku high, just in case we get another to cone for a quick win. Dropping the 8-9 man block. I guess, yeah. Alright. 6 pin. If we are playing with safety in mind, that's okay. I mean, yeah.
I don't know. So in this case right here, especially, I don't know. In this case right here, with safety in mind, what is like the path that you want to take with the hand? So ideally, if you're in first place, you do not want to declare Riichi, unless it's like really nice early Riichi, because if you declare Riichi, you're going to be putting yourself in a situation where now you can't stop. Other people are going to have to be pushing, and so they can continue their hand. But being first place in Horas is not a situation where you want to go gun-ho for everything, because even if you don't win, you're still going to have a really good chance of getting first place, or you know, in the worst case, like second place. That being said, you probably want to go for ideally like an open Yakuza hand or an open like Tanyo hand, anything, or even something that you can dama, anything that you can fold as the situation changes. If you're running head first towards just like, you know, the fastest Tenpai possible, that's going to probably be like, you know, a bad shape Riichi. Even if you do get it and declare Riichi, that's not a situation that you necessarily want to be in.
Definitely.
And also, looking at the score right now, especially between second place and third place,
that's
a
about
single 1,000 point hand
yes
will give them that. And so, holding on to Yaku High, where in a round where every single person, including the dealer, literally just wants to win this hand as fast as possible to either confirm, like, you know, keep a Renchon going, or in the case of second and third, like, you know, move up, or if they get a run, potentially move up to first. or in your case, just confirm your first. Every single person is going for the fastest hand possible.
Yeah,
Whenever
definitely.
they're doing that, Yakuhais become a lot more dangerous than they do in regular games.
True.
So that being the case, throwing 6 right here, you're losing your potential for opening up for an ace on Shoku. You're also losing your potential of getting rid of, like, a Yakuhai pretty quickly. Even if a person calls it, that's fine. But the later you go with that, the more chance that whenever you drop it, people are going to win off it. But yeah, the big thing right here is that if you drop the 6, you don't really have that much of a path to get into a real Tenpai, aside from building a completely other block, or if you're really lucky, getting an Ipeiko.
True.
But I don't see that happening.
Yeah, but we are blocking everyone else.
You don't care.
Yeah. Alright, creeping. Ooh, keeping on the Yakuhai.
1, 2, 3.
G.
Yakuhai isn't safe though. You'll have to drop him anyway.
Ouch.
Alright, do the reach. What do?
So, there's a safe for so.
technically-
8 so is also safe.
So 8 Sozu's good.
Yeah.
4 Sozu's good.
Not too good if we consider the other players.
8 Sozu?
No, 4.
Oh yeah, 4 Sozu.
It is pretty much completely safe. I mean, there's already 6. Sorry, 4 for the 6 so visible.
Oh, because you're looking. Oh yeah, because you do have technically Chitoitsu right here. Though Chitoitsu,
Ooh.
even like 2 Shanten, or even Chitoitsu 1 Shanten,
Yeah.
has a pathetically bad tempo.
Yeah.
In one of Fukuchi's books, he goes over there and talks about the chances of getting from 1 Shanten to Tenpai with Chitoitsu. And Chitoitsu is a hand that only occurs about 3% or so
interesting.
out of all hands. The average
3?
turn it takes, or amount of turns it takes, to get from 1 Shanten to Tenpai is 14 turns. In other words,
not happening anytime soon.
not having any time. It's one of the things. It's like if I have nothing better to do, yeah, go for it because you might get lucky. But if you have other options, for instance, in this case right here, you can drop the 8 Sozu and then potentially call like the Haku, and complete your other shapes for a pretty easily open up hand. If you do have a path that you can actually go safely, then I think that is a little bit better than going with Chitoitsu.
4 so. Keeping the very slim Chitoitsu potential.
Well, and the second reason why I don't like that one is because what tiles are going to have to drop to get into Tenpai?
6 man, 7 man, 3 so.
Yep.
So,
Or non,
this
or...
June is actually very acceptable.
But of those, you have to at least drop 2.
Yeah.
June isn't that bad, but non is pretty bad. 3 so, 6 so, and 7 so are also really bad as well.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh, non's out.
so.
But, of course...
Ooh, turning
Oh.
point. Should we advance or proceed with it so, or try to attempt getting a Chitoitsu?
I would probably push with North.
It's so clearly playing it safe. What do you think about the North? I mean, it's
well, if
probably
we're comparing-
okay.
So, well, actually, defensive tile-wise, Chun is better than North. Daten-wise, I think North is better than Chun.
Huh? Yeah. But it's
Daten
so.
being the
Yeah.
amount of points they get if they do win off you.
It's so is very solid. You pretty much cannot win off an 8 so. So, yeah.
But you lose any chance of getting Tenpai.
Yep. Do we even want Tenpai here?
Yeah. Because if you go to Tenpai, if you don't get Tenpai at this point, then it's going to go to Ryukoku most likely. Unless someone wins. If it does go to Ryukoku, then you're going to be losing at least a 3,000 point gap between like you and the dealer. If one other person's in Tenpai, which most likely Toyman is going to be in Tenpai because they're doing some fun stuff over there, pushing the dealer. And so they're most definitely in Tenpai. if that is the case, then you're going to be losing a 3,000 point gap between you and them.
Yeah.
Which would then put you within a 1,000 point hand of losing your first place. So fighting for Tempire here, I think, is pretty important if you do want to take first. Obviously, you shouldn't be going just full on.
Yeah.
Because if you get hit, that's very, very bad. But pushing either the Otakaze here or even the one shown Chun, I think, is reasonable enough.
I agree. It's so 7. Yep, save die.
And then fold to 7.
Oh.
Hey, look.
Oh, ouch.
And it was Chichoi too.
And we move on to another South for Fedora and sniping, not that important.
Now, let's look at this situation real quick. What's the differences between you and everyone else? Really close, right?
Yep.
There's also an extra 4 homba on the
Middle.
board, which means there's an extra 12,000 point.
Yeah.
So any 3,000, or for Toymen, even if they get what is that? 12,000 plus an extra 4. So with Sumo, that would cover a 16,000 point gap.
Yeah.
And so they just need to cover 3,000 points. And yeah, so
that's
Riichi
very easy.
With one or Riichi Tsumo with a 40 Fu would also do it.
Yeah.
Would that do it? No, because that's 12, 13, plus 26, or no, 27. Yeah, that would do it.
It will do it.
So it's pretty easy for anyone to overtake you at this point. Plus, last place is really, really far down. So even if you do take a direct hit,
No,
it's not going to.
Yeah, we cannot take a direct hit.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
We'll go to west.
I'm a dealer.
We'll go to west rounds.
Oh well, no. Because if you do take a direct hit, then most likely someone is going to go over 30,000.
Oh
if
yeah.
you take a direct hit and
From
go
last.
over, then you were hit for little anyway.
Yeah.
Your big thing that you're worrying about is I don't want to fall into last. But you have a 18,000 point, or I'm sorry, 19,000 point gap, and so unless you get hit by a dealer Hanuman, you're pretty okay. That being said, with this hand, seeing as what you have, you probably want to use everything you have possible and call for the fastest route possible. So, what should we drop right here?
East. That's the obvious choice.
East, Hatsu, or Chun probably, because looking at the shapes that you have,
Locking in the Shanshoku.
well, Sanshiku. Looking at the shapes that you have, though, you have 4 really good Tanyao shapes already, right?
Yeah.
It's very, 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 very reasonable that you are going to be getting Tanyao with this hand. That being the case, you don't need to keep around the extra potential for calling Hatsu, Chun, or Tone, right?
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily the case for your opponents. So, in the case that you're trying to go the fastest humanly possible to win a hand, and you already have your route determined, rather than going over there and just keeping very, 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 very slight potentials to actually increase your hand value, which actually in this case, even if you do draw a Chun or Hatsu, you probably would want to take a confirmed Hanya over that, because if someone else is holding on to that, then you can get very screwed over by the third person. But, so rather than throwing one Pinzu here, it's probably actually better to cut off other people's paths by throwing out the Hatsu or Chun first.
Or the east.
Or the Tone.
Yeah.
I'd say Hatsu and Chun because of the people that want to win a really, really fast hand, which is East and
South.
Only East can use East. Both of them can use Hatsu, and both of them can use Chun.
I'd go with East. I mean, we can still probably pair up the Hatsu and Chun and attempt to win with a Yakuhai.
Well, so if you do that though, then what's your hand gonna look like? So you're gonna have a 3-4,
Yeah.
an 8-8 Manzu, 3-5-7 Pinzu, 3-4 Sozu, and a 7 and another 7 Sozu.
Yeah, that's actually doable.
So it's pretty nice right there, right?
Yeah.
But if you draw, let's say, a 6 Sozu, or if you draw a 7 Sozu, what would you do?
Yeah. That's a little bit hard.
So in the case where you're trying to go for speed, like an Altozuke on a honor tile is not that bad at all. But if you're comparing that to a confirmed Tanyao, which you can get from anything, and also improve the weight as well, usually you should take the Tanyao over that Yakuhai.
Yeah.
The Yakuhai is kind of like thing if I have nothing else to go to, I have to get this.
Alright. Progressing a bit. Pair up the Hatsu. What do you think about this?
In this case, right here...
Very marginal.
Let's see.
We are waiting for like just one Hatsu.
I don't like it. There's one Hatsu left. You're gonna be Atsuzuke for it. Yeah, I don't like it. I kind of like the 7... Okay, yeah. 10,000%. I kind of like 7 Mon over 7 So right here.
Huh.
Do you know why?
You are locking in the pair?
Yes. Or 2 things. The first thing is, if you do keep Hatsu, you have to
need another pair.
8 Mon has to become your
Yeah.
pair. The second thing is that if you drop 7 Sozu, not only are you locking in your pair, you're confirming your path. You don't have anywhere else to branch out to. If you drop the 7 on the other hand, 7 Monzu, and you draw, say, like a 6 Sozu or a 5 Sozu, then you can easily just like branch out of that and then run towards Tanyao instead of 1 tile remaining Hatsu.
Yeah, definitely. Alright. So, moving on. Shot. Oh, okay. Pawn. Chi.
Okay.
Atsuzuke. I get it's okay.
At this point, yeah.
Okay.
You don't care about close.
Yeah.
You just want to go the fastest route possible. And because they have locked in the Hatsu, you can't go like you can't go half-assed on this.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go, then like go, because regardless of what you do, someone else is going to win. I don't know what I don't know what Kamicha is going for. Like, they're going for a Honitsu, but in order to actually make up that gap, they're going to need at least a Hanimon.
No, at least a Mangan Sumo. I mean, they still have West round.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because West round. Okay.
So yeah, it's probably going to be a Mangan Sumo with Honitsu. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, come on. Okay. What now?
Drop it like it's hot. So most likely, Kamicha isn't in Tenpai yet. You don't see any pings overflow from them. The Shaw is kind of like whatever, especially since there's one out already this last turn.
Yeah.
And so I don't really see fearing them much. Even if they do hit you, unless it's a Hanemon, direct Mangan is not enough for them to overtake you.
Yeah. Oh. This should be. Yep.
And drops in the third.
Huh.
Yeah. So in this case, yeah. I still don't like taking the one. Yeah, but Hatsu is still iffy.
Yeah.
Like Atsuzuke Jihai, if you have no other options, is okay. Because you have to win as fast as possible, but you don't have your time to go for like the most ideal hand. You don't have time to go for the best shape. You have to basically take whatever is given to you. But if you have other options, in other words, if you have paths that are the exact same speed as the one you have right now, but they're more reliable in that,
reliable,
actually,
yeah.
Just like, or more reliable than a single tile, you should most definitely take them. In this case right here, I mean, keeping the Hatsu isn't that bad,
but can be better.
If this was me, I would be more tempted than keeping the Hatsu I'd be more tempted to actually
Drop.
drop Hatsu.
Me too.
Because
Like, yeah.
if it goes yeah, you are right in that if you keep this Hatsu and anyone draws it, they're most definitely going to be dropping it, right?
But that's
Alright.
only like one time the one.
Yes, that's only one tile on the wall. And more importantly, this is a hand where everyone is going as fast as humanly possible. You're not going to get to the end of this round. You're not going to get to Ryukoku most likely.
Yeah.
This is most definitely going to be ending somewhere in the middle of the game. Which means that there's a pretty nice chance, especially since it's not out right now, that your tile is going to be in the remainder half of the wall. If you're waiting on that single tile, which could even also be kept by, let's say, I don't know, like a safe tile, just like by accident by a certain person, which they never actually get to before someone else wins, then your entire hand is ruined.
Yeah.
If you don't have any other options, great. But in this hand right here,
You have options.
yes, you do. Yeah, because you can easily call
Tanyao,
5 manju,
Shanshoku, even.
or Sanshoku even. Or, yeah.
Yeah. It's better than the Hatsu pair.
Yeah. The big things that I like right here are 3-4 Manzu is really nice already.
Yeah.
Your 3-5-7 Pinzu is also
Decent.
So the other things you have are the 7-8-8 Manzu as well as the 6 Soju. 7-8-8 Manzu is really good for getting Kanyao.
Yeah.
Because normally in the just case of 7 and 9, it's like, oh no, I have to get the 6. But in the case of 7-8-8, not only
We now have a
be
pair.
but it can also be used to pawn the 8 Manzu that comes out. Which, if you do pawn the 8 Manzu, getting a pair in a Tanyao hand is really
Yeah.
easy. Because you can literally switch it with anything. You can connect it to your existing runs. It's like one of the most flexible file decisions that you have. Considering that, and considering that there's only one Hatsu out there left,
I'll drop the Hatsu.
drop the
Yeah.
Hatsu.
Alright, so I guess that's it for this game. So I guess that's it for this game. Any questions? Any regrets? No. And I think we're also out of contents to review. And
Oh no, I do have a reason.
yeah, but time is up, so it's already been an hour.
Ah.
So yeah, so I think we should stop here.
Oh, you don't want this last game that I just got from a certain person?
It is short.
Let's check. It's this game right there. It is a Tokujo game by a 6-dan.
Ah, okay, never mind. I think we're out of time, so yeah.
Darn. Maybe in the future.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, I guess we'll see you again next time.
Bye everyone.